friends, it's Peggy Noe from PrettyPaperCards.com. I'm here today with a quick and striking card, what I think is a simple, easy, and yet kind of striking holiday card for you. And it's from the beautiful Feels Like Frost suite in our 2019 holiday catalog. I'll open the catalog and show you the page. It's on pages 40 and 41. And it has beautiful sentiments and dies, and it can make a striking card very quickly. So here is the die that we're using today, this beautiful frame die, and the stamp set, Frosted Foliage. Great stamp set, great sentiments, very versatile. Here's the die set. I've misplaced one of my dies. I'm on a hunt for it. But we have the one I want to use today, so we're all set. Here's the card, and what we're using for the background designer series paper is the Let It Snow designer series paper, and it's pretty hard to turn these cute little snow people upside down, isn't it? But I really love the real red stripe, and so I did sacrifice a few snowmen in the making of this card. And I'm going to use maybe a little more glue than normal because I want to make sure the little snowmen adhere, snow people, adhere to my card base. And so I have a Whisper White card base, and I'm gluing on a piece of the Let It Snow designer series paper, and it's not going on as planned, so I'm going to just try it again. I know this happens to all of us, so I'm not alone. There we go. And that, I think, has got a lot of the little frosty part, I think, is glued down pretty well there. The next thing, this is an easy card. That's why I chose to make this one and show this one to you today, because it's easy. The next thing is the framed piece, and I went ahead and cut it out to save time. I ran it through the Big Shot with the die, and this is the framed piece that's going to sit right on there. And what I think is simple about this card is that we're going to stamp right on this framed piece a couple of times to create, let me remind you what we're creating, the foliage look. And it's very simple. So I'm using real red ink, and I'm using the largest stamp of foliage. It's kind of a stem with berries, and I'm going to have it go from one corner to the other. And so I just kind of turn it like that. This is a cling stamp set, and there is my biggest image. Now the next one is kind of a more loose, a little bit more loose looking branch of little berries. And this is the one that's a tiny bit more, a little harder to get right set in there. And I want to have my little stem pretty much look like it's coming right from there. So I'm going to put my stem down real close to that and then stamp. Okay, that came out pretty good. And then I'm going to try to insert one more. And what I did before is I just inserted it right in here. Let me see if I can do that again. You just get the stem right up in there and stamp. There. It just, nobody can tell that it isn't really all one thing. It just looks like it's all an outgrowth of the same beautiful little grouping of foliage. Now you could definitely use your Stamparatus and get it all preset if you're going to make a grouping of cards. I found that it was pretty quick to just do it this way. So now we have our framed piece, and I'm going to attach it with Stampin' Dimensionals. And you know, do you ever just come to the end and have used all the dimensionals and you have these edges? Do not waste them. I like to put them on my projects and use every little bit of those dimensionals. So I'm going to just show you how I do that. Because the nice thing about this piece is we really want to have it lifted up so it gives that well, dimensional look, right? So we're just filling this in. There's a little piece of blue cardstock that's stuck in there one time, but it's on the back. I'm not going to worry about it. You know, when if you've been here before, you know I make mistakes. We all make mistakes. And so there's just, let me see if I can get that little piece of blue cardstock out. Can you see it? I don't know if you can see it down there. It's just kind of stuck on that dimensional. You know, I'm just going to leave it. You don't mind, do you? Don't tell anybody. Don't tell anyone. Okay. So take our little papers off, and this is why this is so easy and quick, and I wanted to do it for you because we all need to, during this time of year, we all need something that's quick but has a powerful look. We want it to look nice but be quick to make. Okay, so I'm just going to center this on my page and press it down. Okay, that's the second part, and the third part to the card is the sentiment. Now I've gone ahead and heat embossed in white on real red cardstock the sentiment I really like from this set, "You Warm My Heart." And I'm liking this nowadays where you just kind of fussy cut around the sentiment. It's not even hard, it's very forgiving. You just cut around it. You don't have to, and the other nice thing is you don't have to have, you know, you might have stamped your sentiment a little off to the left or the right. That doesn't even matter. That's why I like this card, because it's quick and easy and doesn't take a lot of lining up. And we're just going to cut that last little loop around the Y there, and we're done. And there's our sentiment. And now I'm just going to get some more of my Stampin' Dimensionals here. And what I'm going to do this time is I want this, my sentiment, to stand up from the white piece, but I don't want to attach it here because then it would be, you understand, it would be a little bit lower and crooked. So I'm just going to put my dimensionals under this section right here. Let me see, I think I might even cut a little bit off there. Okay. So they're just going to go right there, hanging over the lower part of the white frame. And I'm going to try to kind of cover the white frame as much as I can to look like it's a little bit, well, that, I got some, it looks like pretty peacock cardstock stuck on my dimensionals. There we go. Isn't that pretty? And wasn't that quick? I mean, it's just taken us seconds to do it. I know I did cut this in advance and I did emboss this in advance, but it is a very fast card to make. Your envelope, you can stamp with this beautiful stem of berries, and on the inside I always like to stamp something. Let's put that same branch on the inside, because it's always fun when they open a card and have a little taste of the outside. It gives it helps carry over the theme. So we'll just stamp that right there. Isn't that pretty? It's a gorgeous stamp. And there you go. We're all done. So that is a quick, simple, and kind of striking card for your holiday cards. And I hope that you'll go by my store, prettypapercards.com, if you'd like to purchase the Feels Like Frost bundle, where you get the stamp set and the dies, and you will definitely get the one that I have misplaced in my craft room. And I expect to find that. And I hope you'll subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you can see all my videos. Have a wonderful time preparing your Christmas cards, your holiday cards, and I hope you like this one today. Thank you. Bye-bye.